Welcome to another Petersburg By Night revamped production. The following is rated for mature audiences and may contain graphic themes that will be distressing to some viewers. As always, we recommend you ensure the safety and well-being of yourself and those around you at all times. Viewer discretion is advised.
And welcome to the Petersburg By Night Twitch channel, where we play Petersburg By Night, a massive multiplayer tabletop role-playing game set in the world of darkness. We play Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, and Werewolf the Apocalypse. My name is Crafty Mirage, also known as Nikki, and you can find me on all social media at Crafty Mirage, and I am one of the storytellers here at Petersburg By Night. Make sure to check out Petersburg By Night on all major social media platforms like Twitter and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. But you should check us out on our website, SPbN.com, where we have our city map, we have our storyteller profiles, we have what games are running each week, and we have our one-of-a-kind threat meter. And if you aren't already a subscriber here on Twitch, you should go ahead and hit that follow button and catch up on our past episodes. And if you're interested in playing with us, come join our Discord server and be a part of our amazing community. Today, we are playing our Anarch Chronicle, Don't Get Caught, here at Petersburg By Night. Let's introduce our players.
Hello, I'm Azumi, and I play Avery the Bruja.
Hello, I am Gwenda, and I will be playing... No? Okay. Again.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, I am Judica, and I will be playing Gwenda, the corporate gang girl.
It's late in France.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Krazaz. I'm playing Rex and Nosferatu.
I'm Jay, playing Valerie Monette, the Ventru.
All right. So, last session, our Coterie got together and made a plan to get the $50 million worth of cocaine back for Sebastian de Leon, a task that they initially thought would be impossible, considering that most of the drugs were over the border in Camarilla territory. But you guys are kindred, and after some hard thinking and some advice, you realize that this job might not be as hard as you initially perceived it to be. With a little bit of blackmail and subterfuge from behind the shadows, which a tactic as old as Kindred society itself, you managed to get some leverage over the DEA agent Michael Glass, who is in charge of the case against the De Leon cartel here in the greater Pinellas County area. That was last week. This week, you are all preparing to retrieve the drugs. You know where the truck is going to be driving. You've already asked Michael Glass to detour it that one street you need to be able to legally, by Kindred standards, obtain the drugs without any issues from the Camarilla. So, before we fully go into this heist, are there any conversations or preparations that the Coterie would like to make prior throughout the week? Starting with Avery.
Well, Avery had Jared go and get a budget moving van because U-Hauls have fancy decals on the side that are unique to each one. And I didn't think that was a good idea. All the budget ones look the same. So I did that.
All right. Is there anyone you're wanting to talk to before this potentially dangerous job tonight?
I should probably have a nice conversation with Chloe
Okay.
before I
All right.
maybe die.
All right. So you're getting ready to go out that night. Jared, you've already sent Jared out, texted him to get the van from the location that you're renting it from. Chloe is hard at work on her computer doing her little work from home thing as she usually does, and she glances up from her computer setup as you approach. Hey babe, what's up?
Yeah, Avery goes over and kind of wraps her arms around her from behind. She's like, well, I'm about ready to go out and do Kindred stuff.
What does that guy have you doing today?
Stealing $50 million in drugs from the DEA.
She takes her glasses, like the UV glasses that she wears whenever she's working, off and sets them on the desk and turns off the screen to just fully give you her attention. That was
Yep.
serious?
Yep.
Okay. Do I need to have bail money ready? Is this a situation that if you get arrested, I need to have bail ready?
Yes. As well as, if things go sideways, other ways. Because it is a bit dangerous dealing with the DEA. $50 million in drugs. Chloe, what am I doing?
I ask myself that question most nights now. I don't know. And honestly, I'm scared for you some nights. But I understand that you have to do things that aren't exactly within the realms of legality anymore.
Yeah. So if things go even more sideways than they are, if they go more sideways than me getting thrown in jail, I should say, I have somebody who will contact you.
Okay.
And just, I don't know, go stay with your mom for a bit.
And, give me a wits and insight check on her, actually.
Is this something that I can throw my specialty in with?
What's your specialty again? Remind me.
Detect lies.
It's not a lie. It's not that it's a lie.
Also, do you want us to do our rouse checks?
Oh yes, please do your rouse checks for the evening, everyone.
I was about to ask that.
Thank you. I forgot.
Let's see how new DiceBot likes my rouse checks.
Okay.
failed.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
Dice
Right,
bot
and now let
giveth,
me write
dice
the-
bot taketh.
What'd you say? What was that, Jay?
I'll just make a joke. Dice bot giveth, dice bot taketh.
Away, yeah. All right. So go ahead and do your wits and insight, Avery.
Just a question.
Yes.
It says Unger tracking, not initialist.
Yeah,
That's
you can set up the new. So our webmaster Kyrie has a dice bot on our Discord server, viewers at home, and basically Kyrie has set up the dice bot to be able to keep track of how much hunger you have. I haven't played around with it enough to fully know how to do that exactly. So my players will just be keeping track of their hunger on their own.
Okay,
actually-
so
There's a way
Actually
to
just figured it out. So,
you figured it out? Awesome.
yeah, it's just like / tracker and initialize or something.
Gotcha.
Whatever value. it just started.
tracker.
Did you just
Tracker init.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you just blood search for this? Are you at 3 hunger already?
Yes.
All right, committing. She wants to know what's going on with her girlfriend. Let's go. Let's see
Is
this.
this the night of the heist, by the way?
This is the night of the heist. 4 successes. With 4 successes, as you're talking to her and suggesting that she stay with her mom, you see her mind starting to already mentally plan and make contingencies. And the thing you catch that you do catch though is she quickly glances nervously, but also with some minor relief, at one of the coat closets that you generally don't use because you don't really need coat. Like you have your leather jacket that you usually wear, so like most of the coats are just hers for warmth on colder Florida winters, but other than that it's not really used the majority of the year. But you do see that she quickly glances over at the closet.
Something up?
You see her get up and open the closet, and you see that there is a suitcase inside and she kind of gestures to it. I've been getting nervous with some of the things you've been talking about lately, and I have a go bag packed just in case, because a lot of the stuff you keep talking about seems like it might be and turn into situations where we or me or you have to get out quickly.
Yeah. No, you're right. That is a good idea.
It's got clothes for a few nights and like $5,000 in it from savings.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. This is the biggest thing I've done for him, so it's just a little nervous. However,
Will he leave you alone after this? I'm legitimately asking, is he going to leave you alone after this? Because you're doing a lot for very little payoff, Avery.
Oh, I'm well aware.
What do you
this time,
What are you getting out of this? Why do you have to do this?
because he asked me to.
Are you not allowed to say no?
You haven't met De Leon. I don't think that man knows how to take the word no.
I can't meet De Leon, or else I would give him a piece of my mind.
Please don't do that. Stay away from the spa.
Okay.
Unless you go during the day, but whatever.
Okay. Just be careful. At the end of the day, if you have to think of anyone and think of yourself, you don't know those people. You're more important than them.
I will keep that in mind. But yeah, no, I need to go. Don't worry. Like, I mean, we have Valerie who can do Jedi mind tricks, and Gwendell is like strong too, and there's Rex.
Yeah, people I don't know. You tell me.
I
about
wish I
them,
could
but
let you meet them.
You tell me about them, but I don't know them, so how am I supposed to trust that they look out for your best interest and like just out for each other? Because you don't do anything except complain about that Valerie chick.
That goes back centuries between our clans.
It's called is it so you're willingly participating in generational trauma that systematically does more harm than good?
Valerie has a way of pissing me off. It has nothing to do with Carthage.
Okay, I guess I'll look up what Carthage is.
You're not. It's fine. I'll explain it later.
Be careful, please.
I will. I will be back before dawn.
Okay.
And then Avery gives her a kiss and a hug, and locks the door before she leaves.
Okay. As you lock the door, Chloe is by herself in your guys' 2-bedroom little condo, basically. And she watches you leave via the window before walking back to her computer, seemingly to return back to work. But what you don't see is, for the audience at home, is she opens up a new tab and types in the web address for Blood Bank.
No, Chloe, no.
Now, moving on. Gwendale, are there any conversations or follow-ups you would like to do before the heist tonight? Any preparations that you would like to make?
So before the heist tonight, I will contact my team of super lawyer.
Your attorney, okay.
And so I will prepare a package with information about Michael Glass, and I will ask them to prepare some legal backup in case of our friend Michael Glass would try to, take revenge or something to leverage or something to protect us.
Okay.
In case of things turns bad.
All right. So for that, you've gotten some blackmail from Michael Glass in the form of photos of his girlfriend tripping on drugs at Asylum. So let's see your cheat here real quick. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's okay. Okay. I would like you to give me a charisma, and actually no, I would like you, I think it's gonna be a resolve. Yeah, resolve and academics roll to fully prepare a solid case to protect you guys. In the events that Michael Glass from a legal standpoint, in case Michael Glass tries to screw you over in some way, you can add your 2 dots in allies for this.
All right.
And yeah,
can I use my
specialty in criminology? Yes, you can.
All right. So it's going to be 5, 7 dice.
7 dice and 2 hunger.
All right. Slash roll.
It's now V5 roll.
It's-
That-
yeah.
Oh,
V5
yeah,
roll.
yeah. I was like, well, okay, anger, and then 3.
Your hunger is
Ah.
at 2.
2, yes. Ah, oui. Okay, we go. So I have 3 successes.
Okay.
3 successes.
Did you want to spend a willpower to re-roll some of those dice?
I'm going to use 1, yes.
Okay. So for the dice spot with for the re-rolling willpower, you're going to select which ones to re-roll, and you got to select 3 before you hit accept. You have to select.
dice.
Yeah, you just basically select 3 of the numbers that were failures. So if it was a 5 or lower, it was a failure.
Okay. Alright. So I've just, because 6 is okay.
6 means it was a success.
Alright. So I just have to roll 2 and 4.
Okay, so go ahead and re-roll that 2 and the 4.
Okay, so I just, once you selected the 2 and 4, what do you do?
You can hit accept or enter.
Oh. 4, okay.
Okay, that's a lot better. 5 successes.
Alright.
Okay, with 5 successes, you are confident that you and your attorney at Belford.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you feel fairly confident that you guys are able to build up a solid case to protect you in the event that that Michael Glass, the DEA agent, potentially does anything from a legal standpoint to get you and your coterie into trouble.
Alright.
Going to pause real quick. I'm going to pause real quick. All right, sorry about
I'll
that.
get in the food quick.
Okay. And continue. Sorry. Judico.
Yes, so I did what I did with the solid case, and that's going to be all for the moment.
Okay. All right. Moving on to Rex. Are there any preparations, conversations, anything that you would like to do before the heist tonight?
I guess I would see about I think I'd definitely contact Nate because I talked to him about it. I know you said that they're laying low, but can I use my once per story or whatever it is ability to turn my contacts into allies?
Yes, you can. Once you use them as allies, though, you will have to. They will not be able to be used as allies again until the end of this first chapter of the story.
That's fine.
Okay.
That sounds fine.
All right. But yes. So, are you wanting to have conversations with them about what's going down? Fill them in on a plan or give them orders?
I feel like that'd be a little bit of a mess to do, like completely in character. I guess I'd just fill them in about what's going on.
Okay.
And just have them. I would think that Nate would probably know them from just being a druggie, and he'd probably, and so they could probably all meet up, and I'd let them know where we're stopping this guy, and they'd be able to help us move some product if necessary.
Okay. Are you also asking them to potentially block the road a little bit?
Yeah, if they want to do that. Yeah, they can bring their. I think Fudge has an SUV. He can like pull in front of where we want them to stop. And I guess they can help us load up the fake cocaine that we made into the truck that Avery's bringing.
All right. And then finally, Valerie. How are you preparing for tonight?
So, are we going to have like a group discussion? Like, because I already kind of planned for us to like go over the plan one last time. Okay, just make sure I didn't want to say that and like over, kind of beat that dead horse. I guess I would contact Aurelia and see if she's gotten anything, like what she has, like give her a text about, asking what she's gotten, what progress she has made.
She will text you back that she hasn't really made much progress in regards to finding anything, like getting close to any of the cops or anything, because simply because it's very hard for, like, she explains that it's just a little difficult for her to get close to them looking as young as she does. And they generally just think that she's some punk kid trying to do something. So she gets in more trouble. She's been getting in more trouble with them than benefiting anything.
Okay, I'll just I'll give a text to meet us by the drop off, the mission point where we're stopping the truck and everything, in order to talk about what she can do.
Okay.
Just.
All right. She won't respond for several moments. You do see, like, you have an iPhone, correct?
Yeah, sure.
You see the little dots keep coming up and like down, like they're just like she's starting to type and then not typing again, but then she will respond that she'll meet you there at the appropriate time.
All right.
Okay.
The other thing I'm thinking about, I'm gonna do later. So.
All right. So, before we move on to the heist, the Coterie is going to gather together at their haven. The Rex's guys are loading up the nondescript moving truck that Jared has rented out for this event. They are currently in the process of loading to what for the rest of you looks like legitimate perfectly packaged bricks of cocaine that appeared in the garage a couple days ago and have just been sitting there. But yes, they are loading basically what's the equivalent of a big pallet of fake cocaine into the moving truck. The scene is yours.
So the night is upon us. I figured it'd be a good idea to go over the plan again. I have some potential ideas, revisions with this plan. I acquired a few police outfits, not that many, but a couple of us could appear as police officers, which kind of leads to my first idea, in which when it comes to stopping the truck and redirecting it ourselves, it would probably not be the best that I use my abilities to redirect the truck, because they will be aware that something weird happened. Which is why it might be best that Avery, you might be a good fit for convincing them to redirect the truck via saying something like, we detected a bug on there. We had a report there might be a bug or a device on the truck. So we can, give it a look down, use our equipment. If not, I have someone else who might be able to do so, but she looks rather young, so she might not be a good fit.
I don't look young.
She looks very young for a DA officer, I should say.
I'm just playing with you, Valerie.
Now, Valerie has River produce these police uniforms, and they're basically Halloween costumes.
It's the best I can do. It's rather difficult, more difficult than you think, to acquire police outfits or police uniforms. In the dark, they might be able to pass. It just depends on
how familiar the DEA agents driving the truck are going to be with the uniforms of Pinellas County police officers.
Maybe we should invest it in like fake detective badges.
Why would they send a detective to look at a DA drug truck?
Why would they send Halloween costumes?
Fair
Look.
point. It's very difficult to find them. That's the best I could do.
Look, just enjoy the fact that you get to dress like a pig.
No!
That's a
Aw,
very good.
man. Could you
Just stay up the
imagine?
street light.
And then we can take some pictures and blackmail you with it.
Oh yeah, that
I
would
would
be
kill
fun.
you.
You know what? We should post it on our OnlyFans.
No.
Yes. Yes. Oh my god. People will kill for it.
Oh yeah.
I would kill.
That might be
all
pretty
of you.
lucrative.
Oh come on. I'm sure you. I mean, you could make a ton of money, you know. Think about it.
River's
No.
checking
Maybe.
the
I don't know.
outfit out. Like, I mean, you could just cut these into like very revealing shorts later. Turn this into a crop top. Keep the bow
Thank you,
tie.
River.
Keep the tie.
River, do you subscribe to me?
No, I'm just offering some advice on how to convert this, and he's holding it between two fingers, very distastefully, into something that you could at least utilize later on.
I'll think about it.
He does not.
If you don't want to, no one's forcing you to. It's a suggestion. You would be better at this than I would. Is there any, you have access to, the ability to garner attention.
Ah, yeah, the Riz.
And the other, so I guess we'll go through it step by step. So the start is we're blocking off the road to make sure
Okay.
that they go on.
Who's blocking the road?
I thought your contacts the police were blocking the road. We do have
That's
it
what I understood.
redirected.
Right.
They're still heading where we want them to, at least.
Yes.
I did check out the area that you specified. It's we can probably park some trucks near the park there if necessary. Just so that we can, keep what we have subtle before we, grab what we need.
Yes. So we're going to redirect it down this street, so out of sight, not really around. My idea that we directed it using the lie that there is a bug or some sort of device on there, maybe potentially hinting at a sort of bomb. That would be a bit too extreme, though. I think that garnered too much attention. We say that we're bringing on equipment. In reality, it will just be the drugs. We just put a tarp over it or something. Just say that we're trying to make sure that it's not being too obvious with it. And after that, I don't know how many people are going to be in the truck. I don't know if there's going to be guards stationed inside. There might be. If so, I'll just try to tell them to get outside the truck to keep an eye out for anyone, trying to. Usually people like that are great at following orders. So as long as you seem like you know what you're doing, they'll listen to you.
You want me to act like I know what I'm doing?
No, I will do that. I'm much better at commanding others and telling them what to do. It's
We know.
in your tone. Yeah. After that, do the swap. I'll then have to erase and alter everyone's memories that's been there or who's seen what happened. Make it seem like they never stopped, and the only reason that they did maybe is that a stop sign, or someone was crossing the road, something like that. Someone just ran across the road, and then that should be the end of that. That's all. We all get out of sight. Bring back the tarp-covered pallet of drugs.
And what do you think? Head straight to De Leon's place?
I think we should get a hold of Marcos and see if there's like a point he wants to meet us.
That's fair.
That would be good.
I'll go ahead and text Marcos, like, hey, going down tonight with a number 2. And where do you want the drugs?
Don't say drugs.
Or the stuff. I'll say stuff.
Okay. He will text back to keep it at your place until proper means of transport can be sent there.
Yeah, he wants us to leave it at our place. It's kind of, I don't like that, but we'll. I'm sure we can figure something out.
It is a pretty big risk, but not really any other choice. You can just hide it somewhere. Maybe even dig big enough of a hole to just hide it in. Who knows?
If we have enough time, we could split it between my place and the other place, and the Coterie place. That might be too risky. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
I am formally asking that we don't keep drugs at my place. Leader Rex.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't even gonna ask, so.
Okay, I'm just stating it.
But besides that, Rex, I was thinking maybe you just keep an eye out for any potential witnesses, drive them away, make sure no one's watching. You're good at. Unfortunately, it seems like you're not going to really be. Your skill set doesn't seem really be too best of a fit for this, getting onto the truck portion of the job. So it might be better that you keep an eye out, make sure everything goes smoothly.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't really expecting to do that part. I got my guys. We're here for backup's sake. It's not like a big necessity that we get directly involved with the talking part.
It might serve to make some sort of distraction while we're getting the drugs onto the swapping the drugs, because if they decide to look back in, they might see what we're doing, and that would kind of blow our cover. So if you can distract the ones that we set outside or the ones that are keeping an eye out, might serve us some good.
I'll see what we can do.
Rex, you get a text message.
Yo.
It's from that number that just got programmed onto your phone. And you see the text message has a clock emoji, and then a running emoji, and then the word out.
I'm just going to put a middle finger emoji, white skin.
The text message you receive back is a sad face followed by a winky face. And then the words, "See you soon, Rex."
I just type whatever shirt and I'm going to turn my phone off.
Okay. So, are there any other preparations that you guys need to go over before we head on to the next scene?
So I'm stopping the truck.
We both will be. I'll be standing out there with you.
All right. What would I be doing again?
That's what I was thinking about. I was potentially thinking you would be one of the one to bring the target. You are rather strong. You might be able to bring it on and be able to swap them out, make it seem a bit more authentic. You know how things are with the TA, their operations. Unfortunately, I don't know much else what you would be able to do. I don't know really much else of your skill set, Wendell.
Well, I could, yeah.
He speaks cop. Why don't we have him out with us?
Yep.
I mean, You could. It's just a matter of how good you are at lying, because it's not really a matter of speaking cop. Is more so being able to convince them to go where we need. If you think you're going to be capable of that, Gwendale, I would definitely think you'd be a good fit for that. However,
Well, I could
Yeah.
assist you, you know. Okay, you can always have someone who knows things about cops to accompany you on this adventure.
He could say he could say that you could offer that he's Interpol and assisting in the case.
yeah, as like I said, I'm just.
Yeah, I could be
would
your
pref-
French representant of Interpol.
make it seem a bit more authentic. That can work. I just, in terms of talking, I really don't want to be taking the mantle of it, because I'm going to have to. There could be potentially up to 3, I assume at most 3 people in there, and if I have to alter the memories of 3 people, that will take quite a toll on me. And if I have anything happen before then, I can't guarantee how effective I will be. I might not be able to even alter all their memories at that point. So I will
Well,
have to try and relax.
Then I will
until
make
that
sure
point.
that nothing happened to you.
Speaking of that, do we have time to stop for fast food?
Right.
Do we? Yeah, do we?
Yeah, no, don't call me that. You have, yeah, you guys have like, you have time. You guys have plenty of time to to get something to eat real quick. So, assuming that nothing bad happens in the hunt, you should be able to get something on the way to the neutral zone before you get set up where you need to be to intercept the truck. So, are you needing to go hunting?
So I just have a
Avery
question.
is.
Okay.
I just have a question for the storyteller.
Yes.
So I did reach out to my contact at the police, whatever, right? In the previous session.
You reached out to your smuggler contacts.
Right. So there are no policemen blocking the road.
No.
Right.
Yeah, because your contact in the police department is with the coroner.
Yeah, right.
And your other contacts are smugglers.
Right. Right.
But the street that you guys are going on is a small street where you're doing this job. The area that you're stopping the truck is pretty dead at the time of night you're going to be doing it. So you feel pretty confident that you'll at the very least be able to stop the truck. Okay.
All right.
So, Avery needs to go hunting. Does anyone else need to go hunting?
Yes, I do.
All right. Anyone who is going to be hunting prior to this job, go ahead and make your hunting checks.
I would
I don't
like to do
remember
something
what
before
I
we
rolled.
leave.
What's
All
that?
right.
I would like to do something before, like, we all start getting set out. Like,
Okay.
I imagine we're all starting to leave now, as
Yeah,
Valerie
you're all
just say.
Bro.
Yeah, you're all getting
I was
ready
just
to
like-
go. What would you like to do, Valerie?
I would just tell everyone, I'll be out in just a little bit. You can go on ahead without me. I shall. I have to do final minute preparation, as I'll go back into the Haven and go into my room,
Mm-hmm.
in which I imagine I have like a closet as I open it, and there's just set up some weird, like, occult, like, semi-shrine set up,
Mm-hmm.
like a couple of candles, a little parchment or like paper with a
LED
symbol
candles, right?
Yeah, LED
Okay.
candles, obviously. I can't use normal ones, so, even though, actually, technically I could. I mean,
You
Mythos
could, but
does,
do you want to
like-
risk it?
Yes, because I have to be able to resist the power of the sun and fire, because it's from Mithras, duh.
Okay.
All right.
What do I roll?
You're gonna be rolling your hunting pools to see if you're able to go out hunting.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what my hunting pool
Oh,
is. and I
Is it
can't
right on your,
find it.
Yes.
on your sheet?
It's on your sheet. It should be on your sheet.
Yep. I'm going to reroll. I'm going to use a willpower
Okay.
because on my 8 dice I only had 1 success.
Okay. It's gonna be in the portion of your sheet, Izumi, where your health and willpower and humanity are tracked. There should be a hunting pool section, which I believe for.
I do not have it filled out.
Okay, I believe for Siren Predator types, it is Charisma and Subterfuge. Or Persuasion.
Persuasion,
It's
because
persuasion,
it gives
yes,
me.
the specialty,
It gives.
you're right. Yes, it is. It's Charisma and Persuasion. I'm thinking.
Could I potentially help her with that since don't need to eat?
You're gonna help her. So you're gonna be a wingman?
Well, I've done it before where I've called one of the people who are part of my business to potentially feed her that I know are hot.
I mean, as long as they're not high on anything right now.
I feel like that would require a herd background dot. So,
Okay.
But you can, if you would like. Do you have any dots in Persuasion?
Yes, a single one.
You can be her wingman and help her out that way at the bar,
Sure.
at a local bar.
Sure, why not?
Wingman Rex.
Wingman Reds. Okay, but Valerie, continue with what you were doing.
If actual candles, because shout out, we like the fire. We gotta be able to resist it. As I will, have them light them up and have this piece of paper, like parchment, that has a symbol of a bull and of a sun on it.
Mm-hmm.
As I will kneel down, and I will just say, I apologize, Mithra. I've been lacking in my worship for quite some time. I know I just been trying to adjust myself here, and I hope that you can forgive me. I wish if I had a bull, I would sacrifice it now, but instead I shall give you something better. As I will take out a knife and cut the palm of my hand and squeeze out one hunger worth of vitae onto the parchment, and kind of as an offering.
Go
I say
ahead
I'll
and
start
give me a
muttering
rouse.
prayers.
Go ahead and give me a rouse check to see if you get hungrier from this rouse check worth of
Can I
blood.
just fail on purpose? Because I want to give enough to make sure that I'm willingly giving a lot here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and then
I should have rolled 10 dice instead of 9.
That's fine. You still succeeded. So, Gwendale and Izumi, you are able to slake whatever hunger you need.
All right.
Are you killing them? That's all I
No,
need to
I'm
know.
only taking 2.
What about you, Judicale? Are you taking just 1 or 2?
Just enough to get fit, but not enough to kill them.
All right. So just 1 hunger then. Okay.
Yes.
Everyone go.
So I was 2, so now I'm 1.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
I make my offering as I will give prayer. Then I will ask if you could make sure that this job goes smoothly. I would greatly appreciate it. But I understand if not, I know I've been lacking in faith. I will try to be better. As I will offer, a few quick prayers. As I will get up, I will, blow out the candles. As I will go out and, make my way towards the meetup location.
Okay.
Without hunting.
You're not hunting tonight?
No, I gotta pay my tithe. I gotta pay my due.
All right, so you're gonna be going into this mission with 2 hunger.
Yes.
All right, good to know. Okay. So, you all load up into your vehicles. Jared driving the truck with the fake drugs in it. Fudge and Cheese in the SUV.
Nate should be with them too.
With Nate. And the rest of you in your respective vehicles for this portion of the job. Ready?
I guess I'll put on the police outfit.
Valerie and Avery in police outfit uniforms.
And do we have one for Gwendale as well? Are there 3 or just 2?
I'll say you got 3, but so if Gwendale wants to wear it, he can. Valerie.
Yes. Let's go.
Valerie and Avery, your police uniforms, costumes, whatever, are a little big on you. So they're kind of baggy, but hopefully it'll be too dark for the DEA officers to notice. But we're gonna go ahead and take our break right now. Everyone go ahead and stretch your legs, get something to drink, use the bathroom, do what you need to do, and we will be back in about 5 minutes. See you then. And welcome back. Last we left off, our coterie was making final preparations for the task at hand for tonight, and we're just going to go ahead and dive right into it. So, you guys have staked out and determined exactly where the truck is going to be driving through within the neutral zone. It's going to be on Drew Street of just past the borderline into the neutral zone. You've arranged with Michael Glass to detour them onto Drew Street, and Rex found a nice little park that would be empty at night for you guys to load the drugs into if you perhaps got the DEA truck to go into the parking lot. So, you've gone ahead. Jared has the truck parked, the moving van parked in the park, it's so redundant. In the parking lot. Hated that. In the parking lot. Blech. And Nate, Fudge, and Cheese are in the SUV ready to block the road when you need them to. So they are just ready, the car engine's running, ready to basically pull off into the road at a moment's notice.
Sounds good.
Valerie, you arrive and Aurelia is there. There doesn't appear to be a vehicle nearby. But she is there. She's wearing very baggy jogging pants today, and a hoodie, and some sneakers. And she has the hood pulled up, but you do see her blonde hair poking out from under it. And for the first time, all of you are seeing this woman that you have never met before. She is a very young woman, stunningly beautiful features. She has long, pale blonde hair and blue eyes. And you see her approaching all of your vehicles in the parking lot as you arrive at the location. Now, Rex and Avery and Gwendale, you have never seen this woman before as she approaches.
Valerie, do you know this young lady?
I'm here right now, all right?
Mm-hmm. You're all here.
Okay. I'll just walk forward, as I will say. Did you run here, Aurelia?
What?
Where's your car? Did you run here? Or did you take the bus?
I took the bus. Public transportation is generally my go-to.
Is this the one you were talking about?
Yes, this is the one I'm talking about. This is Aurelia here. Aurelia, this is my associates here.
Yo.
That's Rex. That's Avery, and this is Gwendale.
Hey.
She nods politely, but doesn't say anything to you all. As you watch her, you can see that she looks very nervous and jittery being around all of you, and is kind of just nervous energy tapping her fingers against her leg as she's just waiting to be told what to do.
In the future, I will try and avoid making you do anything too far away from where we are. I didn't know that you didn't have any sort of reliable means of transportation, but right now, if you can, mainly stick with Rex here. If you need any sort of help with distractions or anyone coming up, he'll let you know. I don't think he'll be able to really help out too much with the truck itself.
Okay.
You don't have to get in the way of danger here.
Do you need me to do anything specific or just keep a lookout?
Rex, you have anything in mind? Apparently, she's rather good at talking to people and, getting people's attention. Aren't you also able to be pretty quick as well? You mentioned before.
I can see things.
Oh, see things. Yes, sorry.
Yeah. Just just keep people from walking down here. I think that's what's best. If they do, I'll make it look like I'm doing something shady back here, just in case it, just layers of things not cool happening right here.
And yeah, she looks you directly. She meets your gaze directly, Rex, and just nods. And like just nods in confirmation. She will do as you say. Gathering that you are the one in charge right now, since Valerie deferred to you in the situation. Okay. And she'll just wander to stand by Rex. All right. Where are the rest of you setting up? So starting with Avery, where are you setting up?
So we're the ones redirecting the truck, right?
Mm.
Yep. All the three of us, me, you, and Wendale, will be set up front, at least the faces right now.
So to give you guys a little insight on what the street looks like, this is a 4-lane street, going one direction and the other. Where you're located, you are next to a baseball park that is not seeing any activity right now. All the fields are dark. The parking lot is empty aside from your crew's vehicles. And across the street from the park, you just see trees that are basically just decorating that side of the street, and then the interstate right next to it. So the I believe it's I-65, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it is it 65 or 85? The interstate's right there, so it's you're getting some surface street cars going back and forth, but not as much as the cars speeding on the interstate just beyond the trees.
It's Highway 60.
Highway 60, thank you. And there are sidewalks on the side with the park and the side with the trees.
So yeah, so us three will stop the truck and then put it directly to the parking lot.
I guess I'd try to find a spot where I can wait for the truck.
Okay. Are you going to be on the side of the interstate or the park?
Is it coming on the highway?
No. So, when there's those surface level streets that just run parallel to the highways and interstates?
Yeah.
But they don't actually, they don't merge on there. You're, in the middle portion of a street before you can even merge onto, before you can turn onto these interstates or highways. So you're in it's one of those situations. So where this is going to be coming from, it can only come from one direction.
Yeah, then I guess I'll just put myself there.
Okay. All right. Gwendale, where are you going to be positioned?
Not too far from Valerie.
Okay. Rex, where are you and Aurelia going to be?
Giving a look right now at the street from street view. I guess we'll just be hanging out by the nearest intersection that they'd possibly be coming from.
Okay.
Or people who possibly can be coming from. I'm a little bit further back. She's a little bit further forward.
Okay. All right. And Valerie, where are you setting up?
I'll be pretty much next to Avery. I imagine I'm gonna try. If I can have a little flashlight, I would have that just so I can have a way to signal down the truck.
Okay.
But
flashlight.
make ourselves more visible.
All right. All right. You guys are set up. What is the who is going to be the one to give the signal to Fudge, Nate, and Cheese in the SUV?
That's a good question. None of us really have their contact.
I'll do it. I think the best way for me to do it, at least in a quick, succinct way, is that I think I'll put I'll have a key fob for their SUV, and I'll just like press the unlock button or a lock button or whichever one honks their horn, and that should get them to notice, turn on their car, and just move.
Okay, easy enough. You got their key fob for the truck. All right. So you guys wait for several minutes. Cars come by, but they're just general residential vehicles, some Toyotas, some SUVs, stuff like that. After about 15-20 minutes of waiting and watching, all of you make me a wits and awareness.
My favorite roll. Also, I like to imagine that in reverse, also like in the parking lot, but just in the car that I came in, just sitting there just to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, wits and awareness.
Correct.
Let's see if this tracker works right.
So
It seems to be. I'll go ahead and blow willpower on it.
I like this bot.
Special thanks to Kyrie for developing the bot for our server.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, a messy critical.
Whew, here we go.
I told you I had to really popping it off here.
Okay.
2 successes.
Okay.
Oh, the book.
Oh wait, that's I forgot to do Aurelia.
Wait a moment. I think I did a. Okay. So slash roll. If I roll,
Yeah.
so I have like 4, and then anger 1. Okay, I'm going to reroll and use a 1, 2 et le 4. Enter. Quoi?
I'm starting the job off with a bang, you know.
Ah oui, accept.
If it's the if it's
Okay.
the your
So I have like
compulsion.
Okay. So
okay, so I have three successes.
Okay. So. Okay, so. We'll start with Rex and Aurelia. Rex, you don't notice, maybe because you don't have it's dark out, so you don't have the vision to back up what you're looking for. But Aurelia does look over to you after a certain point and just nod further down the road, and you do see that there is a large black van approaching, going about 40 miles per hour.
I'll notice, and I'll be I'll give it a double take before I okay, and then I'll press my key fob to alert the guys.
Can you give me a wits and awareness as well?
Sure.
Like a second one?
I'm gonna accept that. That is a messy critical.
Hell yeah.
All right. We will get back to that. We will return to that. So, for the other 3, Avery and Gwendale, you are able to notice that there is a black van that is starting to approach, going about 40 miles per hour. Valerie, you also notice this. But as you notice and take this in, you feel that part of you, that very Ventru part of your soul now, that beast that kind of chimes in and recognizes that this is a situation that requires strong and effective leadership. Nothing can go wrong here tonight. And you are the only one capable of giving orders tonight effectively to make sure that nothing goes wrong. You are the one that's going to be cleaning this mess up. You are the one that's going to be telling people what to do. You are the one that's going to make sure that no one even fucking remembers that you were here tonight. Because that's what the Ventru do. They command and they take charge and they clean up everyone's fucking mess as you take the dominance compulsion.
Yeah, they are
So
housekeeper.
true. So true.
So, according to the book, when a vampire takes the dominance compulsion, the vampire makes their next interaction into a competition using all means at their disposal to end up victorious and to rub the nose of the loser in their defeat. The vampire cannot use teamwork and perform any actions that avoids establishing dominance or challenging authority at a 2 dice penalty to their pools. And the compulsion only ends when someone has done as Valerie commands. Back to Rex.
I like this.
When Aurelia turned to you, she has her hood up. But you noticed just a little something as she turned. You noticed that as she turned, you caught a red glow coming from under her hood. That as she turned to you disappeared just as quickly as you saw it. And your clan compulsion to discover secrets. You hear your beast in there just being like, what the fuck was that? Who is this bitch? Where has Valerie been hiding her? Who is she? Where's she from? What is she doing here? Why is she even here? What use is she? She can see things? What clan is she with? Her eyes are red. She's too pretty. Is she a Toreador? Is she ministry? What the fuck is going on? I don't know. You don't know anything about this woman, and now you are determined to find out a secret about this person. As your clan compulsion kicks in as well. So, the van is approaching, and having received the alert to drive into the street, Valerie, Avery, and Gwendale, you see... Who would be driving, Rex?
It's Fudge's vehicle, so I imagine him.
So you see Fudge, the individual known as Fudge, pull out the SUV from the parking lot and begin to effectively block the street. Avery, you do see that River has also started to move the car, but it has moved the car so he is blocking further up the street in order to prevent anyone from getting onto the street until you are ready. So River is effectively just outside the scene further up the road, blocking any traffic.
All right, and this truck is coming at us at 40 miles an hour.
Well, as Red Fudge pulls the car out into the middle of the road, you do see the van beginning to slow down until it reaches a stop just about 20 feet away from you guys.
Okay, I am going to put on my best cop performance.
Okay.
Hand on hip, and like they stand.
Like Rosa
all
from-
cops. All cops stand the same way.
Are you doing Rosa or Amy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Rosa.
Rosa? Okay. That helps me get an image. Okay.
Yep. And I'm gonna step out in front of the truck, and kind of like
Wave them down.
Yeah, or like direct them into the parking lot.
They don't move right away to the parking lot. You do see, however, the window crack slightly, just to like come up to here. And
right.
Yeah, you do see the window rolling down for them to be addressed. And one of the guys kind of like leans on the steering wheel. Hey, what's going on? This road needs to be cleared.
Nope. we got word that you were coming through here, that you guys might have a tracking device on you. So we are just doing a quick stop to make sure that that's not on there. So then once that's all done, you guys can be on your way.
Go ahead and give me a manipulation and subterfuge roll.
All right, I'm
And
rousing
I won't
now.
help.
Huh?
And I won't help.
I know.
Oh, can I help?
Do you have dot and subterfuge?
Yeah, yes, I have 1 dot.
Okay. And you are dressed as a police officer, so I guess how are you
Yes.
helping? How are you providing help?
Well, because I am used to cops. I will emphasize on what she's saying and provide some element that can be trustworthy. No, that make it real.
Okay.
Like I'm going to bring some technical vocabulary that let things that we are not like fake, and we are like
Okay.
true police officer, that we absolutely know what we are doing here.
Okay, so you're basically just providing some more technical terms on what the reasons for the stop and the threat that they might be facing with the vehicle.
Right.
Okay.
A surge gives me 2 extra dice, right?
Correct.
And I can throw my awe into this.
Yes.
What about beautiful?
Yes.
Cool. That's an 8 pool.
You do get hungrier though.
Time for all the ones.
Let's see how many messy
Be still
crits.
failure.
Look, we've got 2 on the board so far. Let's see how many messy crits we get this session.
But hunger doesn't take
Giving.
effect until after this roll, right?
Correct.
Truly, this is just Mithras speaking through me, obviously. This is the blessing.
I like this dice bot.
You like it now.
I do.
All right. So with 5 successes, the DEA officer looks you over and then looks at his partner, and they kind of nod to each other before you see them cut the wheel and turn into the parking lot. So they are now in the parking lot. We're gonna move from there back to Rex and Aurelia. You do see that Aurelia has now turned her attention to the parking lot and is kind of looking past you to try and just be aware of what's going on down there. And she seems rather focused. Like she's listening almost.
Just trying to determine if I want to have us both walk over there, or if that would seem too suspicious, or what. I guess I'll walk over to her, but I'll suggest that we meet in the middle so that we're near enough towards the actual situation if something happens, but not too close that we seem like we're part of what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. So she does move with you, but yeah, she's keeping an ear open and she keeps looking around as well.
Hey, looks like everything's going good. Just keep an eye out.
Okay.
But I gotta say, what was that? What did you do there?
What do you mean?
I couldn't help but see a flash in your eyes when you turned towards me. I didn't quite notice the truck, but you did. You didn't happen to use some kind of eye magic bullshit, did you?
Eye magic bullshit? I mean, we are what we are. I mean, we all can do weird stuff. You can probably do some weird stuff too that would be weird magic bullshit in the eyes of others.
Yeah, but I want to know what you're doing. What because now we don't all do the same things. I'm sure you know that.
I mean, I can see in the dark. I can hear better.
Okay.
But whenever I
wouldn't-
try to see in the dark, my eyes glow red.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You wouldn't be willing to disclose what clan you're from, would you?
Why does that matter?
Hey, it's not a it's no thing. I'm Nosferatu. I'm an ugly fuck. It's just it's just talk. We just passing the time while they do their job. If everything goes right, we can walk away.
Go ahead and give me a manipulation and persuasion.
Okay. Am I taking my ugly penalty?
Yes, you are.
Truly the most reliable guy. That was the most trustworthy conversation I've ever heard.
He's so shady right now. He's like so twitchy.
Yes.
He's just like
No.
he's like Nate right now. He's like Nate right now.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, when you Nosferatu, you Nosferatu. What's the penalties? It's two
For
dice
ugly,
penalty?
are you ugly or repulsive?
I believe it's repulsive.
If you're repulsive, it's 2 dice penalty.
Okay. Can I blood surge?
Yes,
so
you
that
can.
it's not as bad. Okay. Cool. So that was unchanged hunger. So I guess we'll
So you basically just canceled out your own penalty.
not necessarily. It's still -1.
Oh yeah.
It's not a good one.
This is your brain on Nosferatu.
This is your brain on us.
We're going to spend my willpower.
I feel like that would be a good one for Malkavian too. This is your brain on dementation.
Nope, just 1 dice.
Just 1 dice.
One
Yeah.
success.
Yeah, she kind of looks uncomfortable around you right now. And just, I don't feel comfortable telling you what my clan is.
Okay, fine, whatever. But look, we'll just wait on it, okay?
Yeah, okay. And you see that she does take a couple of steps away from you because you're being a really twitchy now, and it's just kind of putting her off a little bit.
Get away from me, creeps.
Yeah, that's basically, it's just like, okay.
You really creepers? No.
All right, back at the parking lot. The van has pulled into the lot. Jared is in the moving truck, ready to go at your command. The van has pulled off and parked, and you do see you do see both officers get out of the vehicle to help with the search of the supposed tracking device.
At this point I'll put a hand on Avery's shoulder as I'll just say I got this. As I'll walk up to them, as I'll just say what are you two doing? You think you have the qualifications to look for a tracking device? That's what we're here for. You should do your job instead and keep an eye out and make sure no one is watching us while we're doing this. Do you have any idea what you're actually doing here? What's your training?
These federal officers are staring at you a little bit taken back. Go ahead and give me a manipulation and intimidation roll.
I'm a blood surge because I'm known to need a lot of manipulation.
Miss Venture dressed like a beat cop.
Yeah. Oh, unchanged. Let's go. I don't suppose you said intimidation, right?
It's intimidation.
Does my specialty in veiled threats come in somehow at all?
You're not threatening them. You're kind of just
Being an ass.
just being a dick.
Okay, can I help? Because I have 1 dot in intimidation.
Can I not accept this help?
What?
I will actively refuse the help.
Yes.
She's active. If she actively is refusing your help, she can do that. Yeah, she can't benefit from teamwork right now.
Yeah, imagine you try and say something and I just immediately shut you down. Like, who asked you?
Yeah.
Was I talking to you? And then see what I'm doing.
Are you
But
having your
it-
period?
But if Gwendale and Avery want to give me a wits and insight roll on Valerie, you can.
6 successes critical. Let's go. I'm the master of girl bossing.
Wits and insight.
Yeah, you can give me a wits and insight roll on Valerie if you guys want.
Okay.
That's not
Let's
a big
go.
enough dice pool for me to take that risk.
Dashboard, blah blah blah. Wits and awareness.
Yes.
Right.
No, wits and insight.
Insight.
And
Oh,
Valerie,
mm.
don't forget to hit accept, so that way I can see it.
Oh, my bad. There you go.
Okay.
Look at that beautiful roll. Like I said, shout out to Mithras blessing me in this roll.
Wow, 5 successes.
Don't forget to hit accept, so I see it.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So
New
with
dice box, hold on.
with 5 successes, Gwendale, you've seen Valerie get like this before, and you're able to determine fairly quickly she's being a little bit Ventru right. She's being a stereotype right now. Valerie is busy being a stereotype right now. In the
Actually,
set.
I don't think he was there for the first one. He wasn't there.
Yeah, it was the one with Pharaoh.
But no, yeah, but
that's
but he does know you by this point.
Okay.
I will say that he knows you fairly well well enough by this point to know when you're being extra Ventru. The DEA officers kind of just are taken aback, shocked to see this woman, this thin, like this tiny woman, basically, and equivalent to them, just like telling them off, and they're just like, I mean, we were just gonna help check, but I mean, oh, okay.
Did I ask you to help? No. Go and keep an eye out. Make sure no one's coming up to us, and we will do our job when you do your job, okay? Who's your superior, by the way? Just so I know.
Agent Glass?
Good to know. Okay, keep an eye out, and I'll talk to Agent Glass later, okay?
Okay. They both are kind of cursing under their breath as they just go to make sure that the street's clear. All right.
Did I get my compulsion done yet? We're still
yes,
going.
the compulsion is over.
You feel
It's just a
better
little-
now?
A little like smug grin for a second until like Valor just kind of calms down. Just no, I'm fine. I got it done, didn't I? Let's get
Yeah, right. You seemed
over here.
a bit more than usual.
It's
Yeah.
Let's not worry about it. Let's just get the stuff moved over. Come on.
So Avery's gonna feign that she's like looking around, and then I'm assuming the back has a lock on it,
Back is locked.
and that I would need a key to unlock it.
Or be able to unlock it from the it's a more up to date car van, so it
Okay.
probably does have like automatic locks from the inside.
Okay, so I am going to jump into the driver's seat, and find the open the back button.
You're able to find it. It's easy enough. It's on the dashboard.
Yep, or open the back, and then I'm gonna like go in there, like motion for Jared to pull the other truck over.
Okay.
Distraction crew. Let's go. Hopefully.
You're pulling. Jared's pulling the truck back, and as he does that, the DEA agents who were looking around now turn back and you hear them actively go, "What the fuck are you doing?" Move, and now we're gonna shift back to Rex and Aurelia. Aurelia, you see Aurelia stiffen, and she looks to you. I think they started moving the stuff, and the officers are getting uppity about it.
Can I say that that Nate and the other two, Cheese and Fudge, would probably get out and try to distract back, if that's possible?
did you give them orders to do so?
I mean, they at least knew that they were going to help possibly load the truck, so I imagine they'd be getting out.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. So, yeah, you do see them already getting actively out. What are you, and starting to head in the direction of the parking lot now, but what are you actively doing in the scene right now?
I guess I'll
yeah, maybe we should start walking over there at least. Hey, but I get it. You know, you don't wanna disclose the clan thing. That's a little personal, but
he's just gonna keep looking back, just making sure that nothing starts while they're walking slowly towards it. Where you from? Where you live around here? I'm not gonna visit you. You don't have to be specific. Just like you from where we're from. How do you know Valerie? I guess I don't know. Whichever you wanna.
All right. Give me a manipulation and persuasion roll.
That's gonna be that same 3 dice pool.
Yep. Because she's already put off by you, man. She's just like, I don't like him.
Why is this crackhead talking
Fuck it.
to me?
Why is this crackhead talking to me?
3 successes.
3
going to-
successes.
I'm gonna creep her out enough for her to give me something. That's all I ask.
I currently stay up in Tarpon Springs, and Valerie found me in a fucking coffee house trying to hunt. She said she didn't appreciate that, so now I have to work for her because technically I was doing it in, I guess, her domain.
yeah, that's our domain. So I guess that might mean that you follow our orders too. But I'm not being pushy. Let's just make sure that that nothing bad's going down here. Let's pick up the pace a little.
Okay. I will say that
Does
you
that satisfy?
yeah, I will say you learned something. You learned something about her that you didn't know before, so I will say that does satisfy your compulsion.
Oh, good. Rex can turn off creep mode now. Thank you.
Yeah, she is still staying very much away from you and kind of like rushing a little bit ahead of you. Just being like, walking a little faster than you. All right. Back at the van. The DEA officers have now said, what the fuck do you think you are doing?
Yeah, we gotta move this out of the way so we can search everywhere.
We're talking about the other people, right?
What do you mean?
Are they talking to us or the people
They're
that
talking
moved their
to
truck?
you. They're talking to you
Oh,
guys.
they're talking to us.
They're talking to you
Yeah,
guys
no.
who have just opened up the back of the truck full of cocaine.
Okay, I thought they were talking about the other
Yeah.
people, but yeah.
Avery is just be like, we gotta get this out of the way so we can search inside too. That's what the truck's here for, so we have another place to put it while we're looking.
Manipulation and subterfuge.
I'll actually help this
Hey,
time.
I searched last time on this one. Can I keep that?
Okay, I'm going to help.
Was it
also.
this one?
1 second. One at a time. What were
Yes.
you saying, Gwendale?
I'm going to help also.
Okay. So what were you asking?
I surged on the manipulation subterfuge last time.
Recent look into the book, rereading Blood Surge, and as much as I love Mr. Jason Carl, he does something different in his games that is not rules as written. So if you're wanting to Blood Surge again, you have to do it again.
No. Manipulation, subterfuge,
And you have 2
beautiful
dice.
and awe.
Beautiful and on. You have 2 dice and assistance from Valerie and Gwendale.
Four.
4 successes. They kind of are accepting that explanation for now, but you do see them just looking a little bit annoyed and suspicious. they're starting to get antsy about this whole situation. And you all see Rex's guys approaching now. They do not look like cops. These guys look like street thugs and are very much approaching. And you do see that Rex and Aurelia are making their way over now too. And the DEA agents are going to look back and look around them. And you do notice that their hands are going to their waists.
I have a plan. I'm just gonna say, are you too blind or something? You're too busy focusing on us. There's people coming down from the street towards us. And I'm going to point towards Rex and Aurelia. That say, why don't you actually go do your job and we'll do ours, like I said earlier. Unless you want Glass to know about your incompetence and being able to see just two basic people walking up while we're trying to do our job.
Manipulation and intimidation.
I can help with intimidation.
I'm also
I'll
going to
take it
put
this
in
time.
for intimidation.
Okay.
True, yeah. This is our teamwork.
Yeah, you're working as
Yeah.
a unit right now.
I could surge if I wanted to. No, I can't. I can't go to 3 hunger right now because I would be really at risk of frenzying if I wipe their memory. I'm a willpower. Oh, that was it didn't change anything. But 3 successes.
3 successes. You see them look back at Rex and Aurelia and then at Rex's guys, and then you see them exchange a look and look back at you at the 3 of you. Who's your superior officer? We're gonna make a call right now. And you see the one guy already pulling out his phone.
This is I could.
Rex, you are approaching at this point, and you've heard them say who are your superior officers. And I will say you are in the scene at the moment.
Hey, what's going on here?
I'm just gonna pretend to be like a civilian, like not knowing anything. But I just see 2 trucks, you know.
Okay. So I'm going to tell them this is a police operation. You should like move.
Oh, okay. Let's just go to the park, I guess. I'll say that to Aurelia.
Aurelia.
Thank you very much. Move along.
Aurelia is nodding and is still keeping an eye on the DEA officers.
Yeah.
The DA officers are probably looking back at them, right?
They are constantly they are having a hard time keeping track because they basically are surrounded at this moment by Rex's guys. They have Rex and Aurelia walking along the edge of the parking lot towards the fields. They've got you 2 in front of them, and then there's Jared's car, which is Jared's truck, which he is parking and starting to he has parked and is starting to pull the back open. And they are looking extremely nervous and suspicious. Like their suspicion is growing even more. And one of them does look at the 3 at the 3 of you wearing cop uniforms, and they're just like, no, I don't think that you guys are cops. No, I'm calling in backup.
All right, I gotta do it then. Because he's looking at us. I'm gonna meet his gaze as I'm goodness, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna have to use forgetful mind here, as I'm just going to say, we already told you our superior. Are you dense or something? At that, and he said, I'm already showing superior in our credentials, and you're just sitting here wasting time while you could be watching out for people coming around.
Okay, so go ahead and give me 2 rouse checks because you're trying to do 2 people.
This is gonna go great.
Okay.
Oh,
Believe in you.
First one.
oh my God!
Okay.
We did it.
Now you do need to do your roll because they are on guard now. So the
So
roll.
dominate plus
for-
manipulate, right?
I believe that is the case. Let me just double check. Forgetful Mind is manipulation and dominate versus their intelligence and resolve.
They can't be that smart, right?
Yeah, I mean they're cops.
They have a 4 dice.
I include my hunger in this, right?
Yes.
Oh
That
my
is for
god!
both of them. That is for both of them. I'm rolling them together.
All right, do I want to blood? I was actually trying
They-
to think if I want to blood surge or
You-
not.
you have to beat
Because I
eight.
kind of.
You have to beat a messy, not a messy crit, a regular crit of 4 for them.
Actually, I want to blood surge. Because that would still be kind of hard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to blood surge. I'm gonna have to do another rouse.
Do it.
Let's do it. Oh no, 3 hunger.
Okay.
This is bad.
You got this.
Because you still have to, you still have to. Once you move the drugs, you still have to.
6 success is critical. That was really dangerous because I could bestial failure.
Go ahead and hit accept.
That was really double bestial
Alright.
failures on my
Woo!
hunger dice.
All right, with 6 successes with a critical, you are able to flick your gaze back and forth between them and rewrite their memories that you have already shown them your credentials, that you have already they've already verified who you are, and that everyone is where they're supposed to be, and that Michael Glass verified this search. So they go back to simply looking out on the street, still occasionally still looking back, but more not in a suspicious way anymore, but more in a keeping an eye out, making sure everything's going kosher behind them.
Can I take this moment while I notice that Valerie is mind scrambling these fucks to signal to my guys to not look suspicious and to maybe go towards the park like we are?
To go towards the park?
Yeah, they'll eventually circle around just so that they can, come towards the trucks and do what the moving, but not come directly at it, basically.
Yeah, so they see your hand signals and they start moving closer to you, and then taking a long skirt around through the darkness to try to get around to the other side of the truck, so that way they can start helping move things in. Gwendale and Avery, are you going to start moving the drugs with the guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now, are you going to be using strength to just move as much as possible in one go and potentially tip off the mortals that are here present working for Rex that you guys might be a little bit more than you seem, or are you going to take a couple of turns to move it with the guys?
Couple of turns to
A couple of
choose
guys,
the
or
guy.
a couple turns.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Avery and Gwendale, you guys are just moving the drugs in a more normal fashion. It basically weighs nothing what you are moving to the two of you, but because you're trying to maintain a low profile around Rex's mortal associates,
Ally. Mm-hmm.
you are making an effort to show that you are only able to carry what feasibly you would be able to seemingly carry. Avery, you're keeping an eye open for anything that is approaching, potentially, or keeping an eye on the DEA officers.
Approaching.
I meant Valerie. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're busy.
We're the same. You and I, 2 sides of the same coin. That's actually terrible for me because that would be a full hunger dice if I look at anything. So instead, can I just try and distract DEA officers by just how can I do so?
Are you trying to just maintain a conversation with them to keep their attention on you?
Yeah, And I guess like how I'm gonna go about it is that I hit them with the stick. Now I got to give them the carrot. So I'm gonna actually try and like apologize for my brash behavior. Talk about like give some random like bullshit about like work being tough today. Like I had to deal with a lot of shit, and try and just like make a lot more kind of a conversation with them. So then they are more inclined to actually listen to me and talk to me.
Okay.
Like a little persuasion here, if you could say.
I'll say you can do manipulation and persuasion, or manipulation and etiquette.
Though they're the exact same rolls for me.
Okay.
I have 3 in both. I'll go persuasion first, because I never rolled it yet. Nothing can go wrong.
Nice.
Oh shit, nothing went wrong. It was... Wait, hold on, let me actually post it. Nothing went wrong. Ta-da. Another crit success.
1 second, it's still
6.
loading. Why haven't you
Dice
loaded?
Six.
love us tonight.
Why isn't it loading? Hang on, let me restart Discord.
I can snip it.
No, you're good. I can't switch the screen. There it is, it loaded. Okay. Yeah, I can't switch the screen or else it messes up the cameras.
Oh, true.
Okay, so six successes with a critical. Yeah, you are able to keep their attention. They get it. They're just like, I mean, yeah, this case is a little stressful. Freaking the cartel, this cartel case has been ongoing probably since like the 80s. I don't know, like the Miami drug war thing was a whole thing, and like just the cartel presence never really left. So we get it. We get you're just trying to do your job and everything. Maybe don't be so mean about it that next time. Like, just pull out the credentials, and it's just like I get you look young, you might be new to this, so like, but like, don't have to be so high tense in these situations. It's just some colleagues. We're colleagues, we're associates, we're on the same team.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some in my little bit of time here. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff that they've done. With body, like people having to traffic with their bodies, and them kidnappings and murders. It's been yeah, crazy stuff.
All right, Gwendale and Avery, you guys have moved about half of the drugs into the truck now. Rex, I would like you to make a wits and awareness as you are keeping to the shadows near the park. And Aurelia is also going to do the same. You can't blood surge this. This is just an passive wits and awareness.
Yeah, it's no problem. I'll take it 3 successes.
Ain't bad. Hey, think about it. You single-handedly made Aurelia so creeped out that they told you about their location. So, I mean,
Right over here, leave me
good work
alone.
on you.
All right, so 3 successes. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't catch anything at first, but after, because you got your attention fully on the job in front of you and making sure that it is going off without a hitch, but you do feel Aurelia tug at your sleeve quickly and turn her head. Like, you see that she's not looking at you, but she is staring into one of the fields.
I'll turn to see what she's looking at.
In the darkness of the fields, you do see that there is a condensed bit of darkness. It's a lot darker than it should be in the middle of the fields. Except for one feature. You distinctly
Weird.
see a blank white face.
Yeah, we're
Keeping its attention. It's not doing anything, but it is keeping its attention on you.
We are
and watching.
Rather close to the Camarilla territory.
And it is
So
the entity in the darkness is making sure that you are aware that it is watching you.
I'll give it a thumbs up, and and a nod, and I will just turn right back to the problem at hand, and I'll whisper to Aurelia and be like, yeah, I think he's just watching.
don't let him bother you, and we should be okay.
You can see that she is stiff and she is slightly shaken, staring, like having seen this person. And she's like, can we wrap this up quickly, please? I don't want to be here longer than I need to. I've heard about him.
Yeah, trust me, I don't want to be here either with him watching us, but yeah, as long as we don't do anything rash, we should be okay. Let's maybe walk a little closer towards the trucks.
She doesn't even wait. Like, as soon as you say that, she just starts heading towards the trucks, keeping an eye over her shoulder, glancing back. And actually, if you were to glance back to Rex and look back at the spot, you don't see it there anymore. It's gone.
It's not even gonna bother.
Gwendale and Avery, you and the Rex's guys have effectively moved and switched out everything. The flour and cornstarch cocaine is now in the van, and the real cocaine is in the moving truck. And you do see that Valerie is making an effort to keep the DEA officers distracted, and is simply waiting for a signal.
Okay. We're gonna shut the truck, both trucks, and come around and be like, well, it must have been false information. I didn't find any tracking device.
They look like one of the DEA officers does look back at the truck. Did you switch out the stuff?
No.
Give me manipulation and subterfuge.
I can help with subterfuge.
Okay.
It must be crazy. We would never do that.
Are we taking the new truck?
Did they see us transport it? Or are they still transporting it right now? Like,
they're just legitimately confused. They're just like, did you switch trucks? Are we just switching cars? What's happening?
oh
I
my
don't know how to
God.
work this. I was trying to re-roll like more than that.
Go
But sure,
ahead.
3 successes.
Were you trying to re-roll 3 of the dice? Because I
Yes.
see that you only.
Yeah, you have to click them all in the same box. If you click outside the box, it'll roll it. So you have to make sure to click all the dice you want to re-roll first before you click outside the
Okay.
box.
Can I just re-roll 2?
Yeah, because I can see that you only re-rolled 1. Go ahead and just roll 2 dice, and we'll see what they are.
Don't forget my dice.
No, she got your dice. She just
Okay.
messed up on the re-roll.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Oh.
so then altogether it's going to be... Why did it roll twice?
It
You're supposed
does,
to
and
roll
it's
2.
one of them is showing you the bot response that only you can see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
four
anyways, that's a thing.
That's
That
4.
right there.
So
Yep.
4 successes.
Yes.
Okay.
potential bestial failure.
Potential bestial failure. I'll say that with 4 successes, that's like that they are like kind of just like they're just like, but there's no, but like we saw you moving stuff, but like they're just like they'll just look at you, just be like, no, seriously, are we just like moving trucks or something?
No.
So what?
I can explain it better. You two can just go back to the truck, and I'll explain it
Yes.
Okay.
As you will, Lieutenant.
to them. Yeah, you
Okay.
two can go. I'll explain it to them.
Yeah,
And I'll
they
look-
both turn to you, Valerie, for the explanation.
I'm waiting for Avery and Gwendale to leave so then I can forgetful mind them so I can.
Yes,
they won't be standing right
Avery-
there.
I'm going
Avery-
to tell Avery, let's go. We've got work to do.
I'm going to jump in the truck with Jared.
Okay. Yep, you hop in the car with
Oh, the
Jared.
truth.
All right. Go ahead.
I will hop in the car with Rex.
Well, Rex isn't in a car yet.
Okay, when he will be.
Lord have mercy for it. My roll about to be.
Yeah.
Let me see. Actually, I need
So
to make
2
sure.
rouse checks first.
Let me sure. So there's no rouse check for cloud memory, which is good. But I still need to. I need to make sure they never thought they stopped for us.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna tell them that they only stopped for a piss break. You know, they went to the bathroom around here. They had to use the bathroom. So one of them stopped.
Can you roll a? I would like you to roll a
knowledge or some sort of check to see if this is a good lie.
I would like you to roll intelligence and insight on yourself.
I do like that's a roll for me. Oh, 1 success. Well, hold on. Let me actually, hold on. Let me think about this more for a second. What do I want to tell them?
Yeah, you can
I
take
know.
a moment.
Originally, I thought I was gonna have them stop by more of the street, but then they kind of, because it's gonna be hard to explain to them why they stopped why they're in a parking lot of a random park.
Well, so the parking lot also lets out, like, so it's like it's a parking lot that has the entrance that they came into, and they easily could just continue like curving around, and then back onto the street.
Okay, so I'll
And you do notice that the car that the guys were in is still there. Like that Rex, Snot, and Rex's guys are still in there. Like they're heading back to their vehicle now, the SUV. And I imagine Gwendale's going with them.
I could probably say something like, you know, there was like something on the road that stopped that they had to go around. And they went to the parking lot for it. Maybe I'll just wait for them to get in like the car before I fully tell them, like, just, you know, walk over to the car, and then I'll explain to them. God, this is hard because they're stopped in a parking lot, like fully parked. Are they like actually parked in the spot, or are they just like pulled up?
They are pulled. They aren't in a spot because the parking lot's empty. There's no there's no bumps or anything to separate like spots. It's more like a gravel parking lot than an actual like parking lot. So,
okay, so
the car literally they just pulled in and they just set it in neutral. They didn't even turn it off.
Yeah, I'll like once they get back to the car, I'll explain to them that there was just like a drunk driver or someone like something. There was like a drunk driver on the road that was a hazard. So they went to get around the drunk driver, just to make sure they don't, you know, they were just sitting in the road occupying it. Had to make sure to avoid it, and I'll, you know, say that the car that's in front of them is the drunk driver. They seemingly pulled over, so now they are free to continue on.
Okay.
And that's what I will say.
Okay. So.
All right, this is the moment of truth.
Go ahead and give me your rouse checks.
Yeah, they never stopped. That was like they never actually stopped. They just were pulled along the side for a second.
Yeah, they pulled off to the side just to let that one car get ahead, a little bit ahead. So.
Oh, we're at 4 hunger.
4
okay.
Hunger. Remember,
last roll. Remember what?
Okay. Now I'll also just do the next rouse check.
Oh, 5
All right.
hunger.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. So, I want you to make your first manipulation and dominate roll at 3 hunger.
All right. 2 6. Actually, I'm gonna re-roll. Actually, how much willpower do I have left right now? I spent 1 so far, so I have a good amount. I'll spend 1. Three successes.
3 successes. Okay. And now I want you to do your second dominate and manipulation with 4 hunger.
What's the worst? 3 successes once again. Oh wait, I need to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
I was tempted to re-roll that, but I was like, man, to get a messy crit, that'd be terrible.
All right. You are able to rewrite this memory successfully. They get in the car, they blink. You are already walking away. The only way, River is further ahead, and you need to get away from this vehicle quickly so you're not noticed. So the only option is Rex's car, or Fudge's car.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I just I imagine Valerie is trying their hardest to keep a maintained speed walk or a quick pace, but is trying their hardest not to just break out into a full sprint towards the car. Just trying to keep control, walk over, and once they get it, they practically almost lunge into the car.
Okay. So you are at 5 hunger. You have not been exposed to blood, but you are very hungry right now. And you are just currently in the car with 3 mortals and Gwendale. Rex, where are you and Aurelia going? You are not aware of the situation yet. You just know you need to get out of there.
Okay, so I did not see Valerie go towards that.
You saw Valerie do her thing with the DEA officers, and she started walking away towards the only vehicle that she could get into quickly. And then the DEA officers are beginning to drive away. So they are out of the picture now with the fake drugs.
What's the nearest vehicle that's not that one? I mean, I'm gonna I guess.
Currently, the closest vehicles are Jared's rental, with Jared and Avery inside, and Fudge's now full SUV.
Okay, so that's the only 2 vehicles we brought then.
Well,
River's
River's car is further up the road because he was making sure that no one was coming from the other direction.
So yeah, if I noticed that she went towards the SUV, I don't think there's enough room for me and Aurelia to get into the truck with the other 2. So I think we're just gonna start walking off down the road the other direction. So not the direction the cops went, but the other way.
Gotcha.
And wait for everybody to maybe pull together at later and maybe do switch cars and stuff to make sure everything goes smoothly.
Gotcha.
But we're just gonna walk casually down the way, and I'll tell Aurelia, yeah, it looks like we're a little crammed, so let's just keep walking.
She'll nod and start heading down with you towards the intersection. So in the SUV, Fudge is driving the vehicle further down the road, and does stop at the intersection in just some random business parking lot off on the side. And after a few moments, River does appear as well. And Avery and Jared, where are you going to meet up with them, or are you going to start transporting the drugs to the Haven?
I think it would be better if we just took the drugs, so that it was just, get it taken care of. So I'll send a text off to Rex, be like, meet you back at the house, and then a quick message to Marco saying, obtained.
Okay.
I'll just throw a thumbs up emoji.
You get 2 thumbs up emoji responses, Avery, from Marcos and from Rex.
Cool.
And you and Jared head on off to do what needs to be done. So River does pull up next to the SUV in the random parking lot, waiting expectantly for his Dometer to join him in the car.
Which I will very quickly slam open the door, hop out, swing open the door to my car and jump in, as I just say I need something to eat now, and we need to go.
River hears the urgency in your voice, doesn't wait for anyone else to get in the car. He just quickly peels out of the parking lot with Valerie inside of it, and they go off. Rex, you are with Aurelia and your guys and Gwendale at the SUV.
Okay, so it's probably still gonna be a bit awkward. Are you okay on your own, or do you want to?
I'm just gonna take a bus back, if that's okay. I'm good. I did my part. I kept an eye out for Valerie. If it's all good, the same to you, I'm just gonna head out here. You guys
As you
don't
wish.
need to worry about me. I can take care of myself.
Well, it was nice to meet you. Hope to see you again.
Preferably
See you
not.
later.
Preferably not.
Yes.
But yeah, whatever. And she'll. You see her tuck her hands in her pockets and just start walking away.
Yeah, whatever. Shall we go?
Come on, Gwendell. You don't have to creep her out like that.
Well, that's a good one.
And then Rex will jump in the place that Valerie jumped out of.
Okay.
I'm going to tap his shoulder, like, that's a good one.
All right. So before we end this session tonight, Valerie, I need you to make me a hunting check.
Oh, this is going to be great. All right, let me see my pool again. Resolve plus stealth plus that. So that's 7. Yes. I only have hunger 5. How bad could this possibly be?
We'll see.
But, oh shit! Oh, I'm a willpower. That one of those. Also, I'm gonna look like Avery.
Excuse me?
3 successes with a potential bestial failure.
3 successes with a bestial failure. You go out to hunt with River. You find someone. He lures them into an alley for you. And the next thing you see is redness as the beast fully takes over. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, and we'll pick up on the repercussions of this hunt next week. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of St. Pete by Night, Don't Get Caught. It's been a crazy and wild session, but they were able to get $50 million worth of cocaine back without breaking the Masquerade.
Without killing anyone.
And without killing anyone. Now, will the feds eventually find out that this cocaine is fake? Probably, but that's a future Coterie problem. So until then, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to my fantastic players. Don't forget to tune in this Saturday for another episode of St. Pete by Night After Dark with our illustrious host and lead storyteller, Kent. We also have Bloody Strings at 8 p.m. EST here on Twitch, DM'd by our fabulous DM, Bera the Bard, or ST Bera the Bard. And then don't forget to check out Rage Across Tampa, our werewolf chronicle on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. EST. It's gonna be, we just have so many, we have 4 streams a week now? It's great. And then you can come back here next Thursday to catch us at 10 p.m. EST for another episode of Don't Get Caught. Until then, we've loved having you here, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Tschüss.
I did nothing wrong.
Bye.
Au revoir.